Good morning, Emerson. A big decision to come from the FCC today. Net neutrality. Lauren Fox will have more on the future of the World Wide Web.
On Tuesday night, Parks and Recreation fans said bye-bye forever to their friends in the Pawnee Parks Department. Amelia Fabiano will recap this and a few other famous series finales.
All that and much, much more. Today is Thursday, February 26th. I'm Logan Reaver.
And I'm Maggie Morlath.
We have a very special episode today. We have the wonderful Autumn DeForest, a 13-year-old artist. That's going to be a very exciting interview coming up with all of you.
And then later, Sean has a bold pick of the week regarding Xavier and Villanova, and my dad, as a Nova alum, may not be too happy about this one.
And then later we have Reid with a music package over with Wild Child, who is definitely fitting of the definition of the name.
That's right. We're going to have a lot of fun today, but for now, the jury in the American Sniper Killer trial has found a verdict, and Lauren Fox has the story. Lauren, what can you tell us?
Thank you, Maggie. Former Marine Eddie Ray Routh has been convicted of murdering the Navy SEAL sniper Chris Kyle and his friend Chad Littlefield. This trial was made famous by the movie American Sniper starring Bradley Cooper. A Texas jury took less than 2 hours Tuesday night to convict Routh, who has been on trial since the February 2013 shootings. Routh admitted to killing Kyle and Littlefield but pled not guilty by reason of insanity. He has been sentenced to life in prison without possibility of parole. SEC Chairman Tom Wheeler is refusing to go before Congress regarding a new internet neutrality plan. Wheeler's proposal could declare private broadband carriers to be public, making way for equal access to all online content. The details of the plan have not been released, and Congress are upset that the FCC has not kept them involved. The vote on net neutrality is scheduled sometime today, but the FCC's 2 Republican commissioners are requesting that Wheeler give the committee more time. And Southwest Airlines is allowing planes to fly that have missed crucial inspections. The airline company failed to complete required checks of backup rudder systems on 128 of its planes. The FAA agreed to let the aircrafts fly according to schedule if the planes are checked within routes within the next 5 days. Southwest canceled 80 flights on Tuesday, but the flights are expected to travel according to schedule for the rest of the week. And President Obama vetoed a bill Tuesday that would have approved the Keystone XL pipeline. The legislation would bypass an administration review of the pipeline, which would carry oil from tar sands in Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. Republican leaders in Congress and the Canadian government are upset, claiming the pipeline would create jobs in America. But Obama and other opponents think the pipeline poses too great a threat to the environment. And now for some local news that really stinks. Bostonians are complaining that the streets are looking a little trashy. In some parts of Dorchester, the city has not collected trash in over 2 weeks due to the record-breaking snowfall. With sidewalks littered with pizza boxes, coffee cups, and even dried-up Christmas trees, many Boston neighborhoods are not looking like winter wonderlands. Mayor Marty Walsh has received over 4,000 trash-related complaints in the past month after the first blizzard hit Boston. Residents are concerned that with massive snow piles, it's a hazard for the already narrow sidewalks to be blocked by overflowing garbage bins. The mayor has asked that Bostonians remain patient while Public Works scrambles to take out the trash. Well, that's all the news I have for you today. Back to Logan and Maggie at the desk.
Thank you, Lauren. Currently, Boston is the scene of a certain Disney movie. Marina Altschuyler, will this cold ever be let go?
Well, luckily this week we're not going to be feeling as many negative temperatures as the winds start to die down. It actually could get pretty nice. Today we'll be seeing a few clouds in the sky with small patches of snow in the afternoon. But this snow will mostly be decorative, as less than 1/10 of an inch will be sticking to the ground. The fast winds we've been seeing will be dying down with speeds around 14 miles per hour. Expect a high of 21 and a low of 13. Tonight, temperatures will be dropping to 13 degrees. However, we won't be feeling any negative temperatures, with the real feel outside being, well, 2 degrees. A few more snow flurries will occur throughout the night, but like their daytime counterparts, won't be sticking to the ground. Tomorrow, the clouds will be breaking up for a beautiful sunny day. Keep your hands and ears covered and safe, as we'll be having a chilly day with a high of 24 and a low of 8. Looking ahead to our 5-day, today we'll be seeing an incredibly sunny week up ahead with very few clouds to break up the sunshine. Today will be the cloudiest day of the week with a high of 21 and a low of 13 degrees. Tomorrow the clouds will disappear and the city will be warming up to 24 degrees with a low of 8 degrees. On Saturday, the weekend will continue to warm up with a high of 27 and a low of 11. On Sunday, the sun will keep melting the mountains of snow with a high of 33 and a low of 28. Finally, Monday will kick off the new week with a high of 37 and a low of 17. Now let's check out some snow down south. As New England begins to recover after our snow-filled February, the South has just started to feel this intense winter. Southern states like Georgia have been practically shut down due to icy roads. Schools all over Georgia have been shut down, and an icy storm has swept through Texas and went all the way through southern Virginia. The Virginia National Guard has been deployed to help clear roads and assist in disaster response. From all of us in New England, we're sending warm thoughts to the South as they deal with this winter. That's all for today. Back to Logan and Maggie.
Thanks, Marina. Our guest today is extremely talented, extremely successful, and only 13 years old. Autumn DeForest has been creating art since the age of 5, and her paintings have been priced up to $25,000. Autumn, welcome to the show.
Yes,
Thank you.
Now, you've been in the spotlight for a number of years now, and you obviously only being 13 years old. What has it been like growing up with this atmosphere and all this attention?
Well, I'm very honored to be in this position, and I just, there are a lot of people that I have to thank for this, and I just, I want to be able to inspire others with my artwork.
Now, about your artwork, I've personally noticed some, I think, influences from artists like Picasso, Dali, Warhol. Do you definitely see these artists as inspiration?
Absolutely, there are many artists that I love to be inspired by, and sometimes I can be inspired by an artist and take like a classical painting and almost throw my personality into it, or I can just take something, an everyday thing, and make it into a piece of art.
Mm-hmm. Now, what sort of got you started with painting, and what kind of got a brush in your hand to start with, especially only being 5 years old when you started? What started that career up?
Well, one day I skipped out in the garage and I saw my father staining some wood, and I asked him if I could mess around, and he said sure. And I just started, and he turned around and he said it looked like a Rothko, and I had no idea what a Rothko was back then, but I sure do now. And ever since then, I learned that painting was my passion. But shortly after that, I learned that talking about my paintings and giving them a story and meaning was another passion.
Now, for your paintings, what would you call your own sort of personal style? It seems like a mix of styles.
Yes, I love being able to do all different kinds of things. I love being able to do abstract, and then do pop art, and then do even German expressionism. And I love being able to mix it up and not have my own specific style, but be inspired by all different kinds of things.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, you have your father here today. Do you want to talk about your parents' role sort of through all of this and all their help?
Absolutely. My mother and father, they've been just incredible. I could not do this without them. The first time I asked my mother, could you maybe get some paints for me? And I thought she was going to come home with, some thin paper and some crayons. And she came home with huge canvases and great paint. And, ever since then, they have been completely supportive, and they have helped me through this. And they've, given me the opportunity to do what I want to do, and that's inspire others.
So what are your plans for the future? I know it might be hard to sort of look ahead at this point, but what's the next move?
Well, I just want to keep on doing what I'm doing, and it's great to be here, being able to talk to everyone, and I just want to say that I'm actually having a show, an exhibition at the Ritz-Carlton, and I just love to invite everyone. It's tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Well, everyone should definitely check that out.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. That's all the time we have right now. We have to take a quick commercial break.
Mm-hmm. When we come back, Reid got to sit down with two very cool artists. We got that when we come back.
We're going to take you around Boston to show you all the hottest food spots.
Whether that is man food, which is your burgers, your bacon, your meat, all that grease, yes.
Or like Sweet Talk, where we'll show you sweet tooth lovers where to get your cake fix, your ice cream fix, all that good stuff.
We also have Wild Card, which is your ticket to food from all over the world.
Or if you're on a budget, like I know I am, we'll take you in the kitchen with Alyssa to show you how to make college food on a budget. So sit back,
Relax.
and enjoy.
College Kitchen!
Oh, hey there! I'm Jamie Sanders, host of MTV Games. What am I doing in a ball pit? Hello? Hello? What am I doing in a ball pit? I'm all alone. Please watch the show.
Welcome back to Good Morning Emerson.
Wild Child was recently in town as part of their latest tour. Our own music correspondent, Reid, got to spend some time with the group over at the Sinclair.
Reid, and over the course of the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be taking you on a musical journey. Yes, a musical journey where I'm going to be showing you professional performers, celebrity interviews, and all things Boston related in the metropolitan area. I'm here at the Sinclair in Cambridge, Massachusetts with the famous Wild Child, Kelsey and Alexander. They started in Austin, Texas. I put up a post for a poll for questions that fans wanted answered from you guys. So one of the questions was from both of you guys, if you could both give an answer. Describe in one word what your band is like, or in one word what your life is like.
Chaotic.
Insane.
Touring, for us, it's so chaotic. You're in a new place every day, and there's so much going on around you, and you're trying to advance your career, and you're trying to write music, and you're not back at home, so you got things going on there, and things on the road, and then, sometimes you can settle it on stage, but you gotta put on a performance, and sometimes it gets crazy, insane, hectic, and we're just going 100% all the time.
Was there like a favorite song that you guys have, either performing or that you guys wrote?
They're all really wonderful because we're at this new stage where people actually know the songs and they sing along, and so it's hard to get sick of any of them. But Crazy Bird and Pillow Talk will always be favorites just because everyone sings regardless of anything. Like, you can have terrible sound, you can be exhausted.
Do you guys have any secret plans that can be shared for new music that will be coming out soon? Or
Oh, we got a new record. It is recorded, and it will be out. So.
Yeah, I guess any kind of secret tip would be summerish.
Okay.
Get ready for our third album.
Awesome.
We're really excited about it. It sounds amazing, and just expect us to be out on the road all year.
I wish you all the best of luck for the rest of the year. And as for the fans, I'm Reid, giving you guys the latest feed, and I will see you guys real soon. Thank you.
Parks and Rec ended its 7-year run on Tuesday night, and I spent all of yesterday drowning my sorrows in waffles. Well, not all day, but Amelia, what did you think of the finale?
Hey Maggie, I thought the finale was phenomenal. I think it's safe to say most fans got exactly what they wanted. It's a really great way to end, such an extraordinary, TV-changing show. And I also have a lot of TV news for you guys today. We'll start it off with Parks and Rec. TV reached the end of an era on Tuesday night with the series finale of Parks and Recreation. Full of happy endings, tearjerker moments, and of course plenty of laughs, fans got a flash forward into every character's future as the team went their separate ways. The cast reunited on late night with Seth Meyers the night of the finale, giving fans an extra dose of the beloved show. And of course, a tribute to Harris Whittles was included as the series signed off to commemorate the show's late producer. The finale received widespread praise on social media, with fans expressing how touched and impressed they were of the show's conclusion. Scream real loud, kids, because Pee-wee Herman is headed to the world of Netflix. Netflix announced earlier this week that production starts next month for a new film with the hit 80s character and will be titled Pee-wee's Big Holiday. The movie will be produced by Paul Reubens, who plays the main character himself. The irresistibly absurd series and eventual feature film became a cult classic nearly 30 years ago, but it sounds like Reuben and his wacky alter ego are ready for a comeback. FX's series American Horror Story released details on their upcoming 5th season this October, and the setting? It's a hotel. And we're hoping something along the lines of a modernized Shining or Tower of Terror, maybe, but we'll see. But the biggest reveal was who dropped this info in the first place. Mother Monster herself took to Twitter on Wednesday morning with a short teaser clip for the next season and the hashtag GagaAHS Hotel. If Lady Gaga's acting career is going to be anything like her Sound of Music performance at the Oscars, I think we have an exciting season to look forward to. And a brand new trailer for Season 3 of the Netflix series House of Cards debuted during the Academy Awards show Sunday, and it's kind of terrifying. Here's the sneak peek that Frank Underwood left us with.
I'm starting to question all of it, Francis. What are we doing this for?
For this house. For the presidency.
The new season is set to premiere this Friday on Netflix. That snarl there from Kevin Spacey, though. Looks like an intense season awaits us. And now, with all this TV news, let's take a look at some of the most memorable TV series finales of our time. Although How I Met Your Mother ended just about a year ago, it's safe to say this finale went down in the books. Many fans were upset over the show's controversial ending, which was a completely expected yet unexpected twist. Next is a show whose finale may be TV's most overanalyzed mystery. The fate of the Sopranos main character was totally ambiguous, but nonetheless still has fans talking. And finally, a show that we all love to love and completely cried over during the finale is none other than Friends, which ended over 10 years ago now. I can't believe that. Fans were satisfied as the show tied up the story beautifully and reminded them why they loved it so much all along. Well, that about wraps it up for me this morning. Until next time, back to you, Maggie and Logan.
Yeah, so we are going to head to a quick break right now, but stick with us. We got snacks to keep you in tip-top shape with Ashlyn Lillibridge coming up.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this season of College Kitchen. I'm your host, Amelia Fabiano.
And I'm Aaron Königsberg.
College Kitchen is a show where we're going to take you around Boston to show you all the hottest food spots.
Whether that is man food, which is your burgers, your bacon, your meat, all that grease, yes.
Or like Sweet Talk, where we'll show you sweet tooth lovers where to get your cake fix, your ice cream fix, all that good stuff.
We also have Wild Card, which is your ticket to food from all over the world.
Or if you're on a budget, like I know I am, we'll take you in the kitchen with Alyssa to show you how to make college food on a budget. So sit back,
relax,
and enjoy
College Kitchen.
Welcome back and thanks for sticking with us.
Yes, break out the sunscreen and batting tar because the boys are back. Well, in Florida anyways, the calendar has nearly hit March and spring training is once again underway, Sean. Sean, obviously a different time of year. What is your favorite part of spring training? The boys in Florida, over in Arizona as well. What do you like about it?
I mean, my favorite part of spring training, obviously I'm a Red Sox fan, has to be that annual game against Boston College. We'll see that coming up in a little over a week. It's so exciting. We've seen some big headlines. David Ortiz, he finally arrived, and we still don't know if Cole Hamels will end up in a Red Sox uniform this year. There may be 7 feet of snow on the ground, but the Boston Red Sox opening day is a little over a month away. The Sox have been having full team practices and are scheduled to take on Boston College on Tuesday. The offseason, they added new additions like Pablo Sandoval, Rick Porcello, and Hanley Ramirez. However, the Sox may have something up their sleeve. The team signed 19-year-old Cuban prospect Yoan Moncada. Moncada's role has not yet been determined, but it will be interesting to see what the Red Sox do with him. And if you're a Chicago fan, you may want to cover your ears for this one. Blackhawks forward Patrick Kane will be out 3 months with an upper body injury. Kane leads the team in goals and assists and is tied for #1 in the NHL in points. They will now have to rely on Jonathan Taves, who is no slouch, but he is certainly no Patty Kane. The Blackhawks currently hold the 4th spot in the Western Conference and will take on the Florida Panthers tonight. When your dad is possibly the best player in NBA history, you're bound to be good too. However, LeBron James Jr. may be even better than his old man. LeBron's son has already received letters and scholarships from multiple Division I colleges after a video surfaced of his son at an AAU tournament. LeBron said it should be a violation to recruit 10-year-olds. However, in his son's defense, he can flat out ball. Tomorrow night, the Bruins head to New Jersey to take on their conference rival, the Devils. The Bees will be without star David Krejci, who is out 4 to 6 weeks. So, for my prediction, sorry Boston fans, but I have to go with the Surging Devils. The Devils have won their past 4 games in convincing fashion, and I don't see them stopping here. The Bruins have gone 2-6-2 in their last 10 games, and without David Krejci, I think Adam Henrik and the Devils will be a little bit too much for them to handle. But now for my bold pick of the week. In the past week, we've seen some shocking upsets in college basketball. Michigan beat Ohio State, Kansas State beat Kansas, and Syracuse beat Notre Dame. This week, I expect no different. Now for my bold pick. This week, I'm taking the Xavier Musketeers to take down 6th-ranked Villanova. Xavier this season is 4-1 against ranked opponents in the top 25 and 13-2 at home. I would like those numbers any day. Trayvon Blewett is averaging over 12 points per game and can hang with any forward in the league. However, he isn't my player to watch. Jalen Reynolds, a fellow Wolfboro, New Hampshire basketball player like myself, is who I'm looking to have a big game. Reynolds averages over a block per game and 9 points. He will be the key factor in this upset. That's all I have for you this morning. Back to Logan and Maggie.
We are now joined by Ashlyn Lillibridge, who has brought us some yummy, but more importantly, healthy snacks.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
Thank you so much for having me today. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an example of some healthy snacks that you can try, but if you're kind of craving something a little unhealthy, you can always try something.
Never. Can't
Never
do it.
craving
Stick with
anything.
this.
So my first alternative is to something that you can eat instead of something like a sugary cereal. A lot of people try to go for a nice healthy granola with some almond milk because it's a lot healthier for you, lower in calories.
I was saying earlier that the best kind of almond milk is the dark chocolate almond milk. It literally it tastes better than any sort of milkshake or anything you'll have. So me and my brothers always attack that and have to get at least 3 of these to even survive a week.
Would you say it's better than regular
chocolate
chocolate milk?
No doubt.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I also love coconut almond milk.
Yeah,
that's really
is
good too.
pretty delicious. If you guys wanted to try some of the granola that way, it's a protein granola and it tastes really good with the almond milk. You just kind of like put it in. You can. It's basically just a
It also works as a cereal.
Yeah,
right?
you can make
Same
it your own
thing.
cereal.
Yeah,
No
like
Lucky
my
Charms.
breakfast,
Stick
right?
with stick with the oats. Dark chocolate.
Instead of Cocoa Puffs, you go with the oats. So our next step here is if you're ever craving something like a chip or something salty. A nice alternative is some carrots and hummus because you still get that crunch and you still get something that's a little saltier and kind of tastes like it's bad for you, but it's actually really good for you.
I know a lot of people would make choices like that, especially at Emerson, but they don't have the tools. They don't have stuff like carrots. I know they have hummus. What would you kind of say in terms of going out and shopping for stuff like this as opposed to the limited options that they have, say like the C-store, like the Max?
I know that the C-store does offer some of the smaller hummus cups with the little pretzel sticks. That's always a great option to grab. If you're ever in like Shaw's or some of the supermarkets around here, just grabbing a nice big thing of carrots and this larger case of hummus, it'll last you a really long time. And it's a really great snack. I always will have it at night because if I'm craving something kind of salty at night, I find it as a healthy alternative to something that's unhealthy.
Definitely. One of the biggest things I know with nighttime being a health nut, I guess you could say, is that carbs-wise is terrible to put in late at night because I know overnight it kind of digests in the wrong way. So definitely something like carrots and hummus
this
is
is a lot
so
of protein
innocent.
as well, right?
Yeah, exactly.
With hummus?
It's a lot of protein, any type of bean.
Chickpeas?
Yeah. Just it's a great protein for you, and it's delicious. It's one of my favorite snacks.
Definitely. And then the bananas, of course.
So this one's a little more exotic than the other ones. I know people like kind of have ice cream cravings at night, and
I do.
I definitely do. So
Every night.
one thing that I've learned is if you freeze a banana actually, and you can like cut it up into pieces, it tastes really similar to an ice cream or a frozen yogurt. And some people will even go to the extremes of freezing the banana and dipping it in like a dark chocolate. It's yummy and it's still really healthy for you.
I feel like I've heard a lot recently too about freezing different fruits, like freezing grapes, freezing blueberries. My mom always freezes blueberries too.
It definitely makes the treat taste more like an ice cream, which is always great because I love ice cream myself. So it's something that you don't feel as bad about eating it.
Yeah, like a frozen snack or like a popsicle without the added sugar.
Exactly.
Would you definitely say, especially a lot of people say stuff is so bland, their sort of food, and they try to add in stuff like sugar or stuff. What would you say in terms of fruit, like blueberries, strawberries, adding that in to sort of make that flavor?
Yeah, definitely. I would say you could freeze up strawberries, freeze blueberries, freeze any kind of fruit.
Anything you can get your hands on.
I like frozen raspberries. It's kind of a weird thing, but I like frozen raspberries and putting a little chocolate chip in the middle of the little raspberry. It's really good.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Well, Ashlyn, I know also as a resident health correspondent or health expert, you're sort of working on a sort of body positivity campaign. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Definitely. I was actually recently named as the creative director of a social media campaign for Project Heal. Project Heal is an eating disorder and kind of self-esteem awareness organization. They're nonprofit and they focus on helping women who have dealt with eating disorders and other sort of self-esteem issues, and they kind of help women heal from that sort of experience. And the campaign right now is focusing on women going out there and posting pictures of themselves doing something outside of their comfort zone. Using the hashtag #NotFeared.
Feared?
Not feared with a capital ED at the end for eating disorder.
Awesome.
Yeah, so currently I've posted a few things. I posted one with myself with like some witch makeup on. A lot of people have been posting pictures of themselves doing like handstands and all different types of stuff like that.
So just something that goes out of your comfort zone, something you've never tried before?
Yeah, definitely. I think a good example would be going to a yoga class or something. So it's fun and anything you want.
So that hashtag is #NotFeared, and everyone should definitely try to do that. Go out of their
capital
comfort zone.
ED, of course. That's awesome. Definitely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Ashlyn.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. That's all the time we have for today.
Make sure to tune in on Tuesday when we speak to a yogurt expert, Ame Ren.
Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.
We put people on teams that are color coordinated and they do exactly what I say without questioning it. Kind of sounds like a cult. Hang on. Are we a cult? Is this... Okay, this is a cult. This is a cult. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess I'm the leader, so I feel great about it. Watch it. MTV Games.